Welcome to September, and if you have been watching our videos before this one, you know why we are welcoming this month with a little more enthusiasm as we did with others. Unless you are living under a rock and have no access to the internet, you would know that everyone is marking off days in their calendar as they await for the merge that is set to take place in one of the biggest networks in crypto today, Ethereum. A plethora of opportunities are tied to this momentous event, and it has been called a couple of pretty overwhelming names, such as the triple halving event, because of the expected massive effects it can have on the price of ETH. Everywhere you look, price predictions come the end of the merger are being made, and experts have their various opinions as to how much ETH will be priced in the future. Welcome to Diversified Streams, your go-to YouTube channel for all things crypto and finance. Be sure to check out our community post about these subjects. We are curious to know your opinions on these matters. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button so you don't miss out on the latest news and tips related to crypto. And make sure to keep your notifications on so you'll be updated with our latest videos. We frequently post so you wouldn't want to miss them. In today's video, we will once again be talking about the merger and the massive price prediction that experts are making based on what this event is rumored to make out of the current conditions. You might or might not agree with this prediction, but let's dissect everything and check if they're just making assumptions or actually objective forecasts. As some of you may already know from our past videos, the merge happening in the Ethereum network is deemed as the most iconic event that will unfold in the crypto space since the establishment of the said network. This merge depicts the change of Ethereum's chain from proof of work to proof of stake, meaning miners are now officially out and verifiers are in. It presents some pretty amazing pros for the network, including the reduced energy consumption, which many corporations and independent investors are very optimistic about. This is one of the reasons why experts like Tommy World Power believe that it is not way too far out of the equation to see one ETH being valued at $100,000. Tommy is one of those investors who has been around since Ethereum was still valued $1. And even then, his faith in the network did not falter. He envisioned one ETH at that time reaching a value of somewhere between $5,000 and $10,000. So a price prediction coming from this man could very well be regarded as valid. And it will not even take a whole decade to actually see this price actually become real, as Tommy thinks by 2030, or 7 years from now, a single ETH will be valued at 100 grand. When it comes to crypto, making sure that you are making the right decisions is the key to making it big. And decisions in crypto are reflected in the investments that you are trying to get yourself involved in. So holding on to Ethereum is probably the best thing that you need to do in order to actually see this type of growth. Ethereum is taking its rightful spot in the market as one of the biggest networks today. And if you're not already in on it, you have to be a part of the ecosystem and be a holder of ETH yourself before its value increases. Of course, this prediction is something that's not made out of excitement, because there's an actual team of intellectuals that work behind the statistics and historical data in order to arrive at the number. Tommy says that the current trajectory of the growth in Ethereum is enough to make this prediction, although it is not something that comes at a stable pace. There are expected declines, but the amount of people entering the stream and demanding to be holders of ETH make it a possibility to see a single ETH being valued at 100,000. The road to realizing this huge price for a single ETH does not depict a flowery path though, because there are obvious threats that might cause a delay in the fruition of the merge's network to propel the network to a really astounding value. For one, there's the issue of governance that divides the community, because there are those who do not fancy the idea of bringing something new to the table when there already is an existing system within the network. And of course, we've talked about it in the last video. It is all about the hard-working initiative that the miners, who are major supporters of the POW chain, are trying to stir as some sort of protest against the merge. Yes, despite the good things that many people are clinging to with Ethereum, there is still a bunch of people who do not like the idea of it happening. These are the things we must always be on the lookout for, because the merge is fast approaching and we do not want to see it become a waste. What do you think about this 100 grand price forecast for Ethereum by 2030? Do you think that it is probable given the current conditions? Or is it just like any other assumption that will probably not come true? Let us know where you stand by commenting your thoughts in the comments below. Also, while you're at it, Make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you'll be a part of the community. Now let's talk about inflation. You know it, you feel it, and given the current circumstances, you dread it. With the pandemic being the catalyst to some of the most critical increases in inflation rates, it is important to also check on how it affects the whole ecosystem of crypto. Right now, the market is generally overvalued, and this is something you have to be careful of as an investor because it might be a signal of a decline, and you do not want to be caught in it empty-handed. The merge promises a similar change in the behavior of inflation rates that's akin to 3 Bitcoin halvings, meaning we might actually see the rates within the network drop to somewhere around 0.3 to 0.4%. This is so exciting to see. But you really have to think about the here and now, as it is just as important, if not more. A good strategy would be to diversify your investments and not just have them centered on crypto. Try to have a stable stash of cash flow that will provide some sort of safety just in case there's some friction that will arise before or after the merge. But this does not mean that Ethereum, or the whole crypto industry in general, is becoming shaky, because it is still well on its way to becoming the next big thing. The ultimate goal of crypto, being the main currency in the future, remains strong, and Ethereum is still bound to become the biggest network in the ecosystem no matter how intense the competition may be among these projects. This is not the first time we've seen people doubt the capacity of Ethereum, as we already saw it happen in 2018 when a project dubbed Ethereum Killer took the world by storm and had everyone switching their sides. There were reports saying how this project, EOS, garnered more transactions compared to Ethereum and definitely had the upper hand in the whole market. But 4 years later, here we are, seeing Ethereum flourish in a way it never has before, and is yet again set to undergo another major upgrade that is shaking the whole world profusely. The bottom line of this is, unless there is another EVM-based network that can provide the same level of support and service that Ethereum can, any other project in the industry today presents no formidable type of competition to the network. The technological advancements it's supporting, as well as the continuous upgrades that it promises the investors, are already enough to make it stand out from all the other coins in today's time. And the merger is just the beginning of the things it has yet to offer. So as we welcome September with our expectations about the merge, always remember that it will never hurt to research what you need to know about it, and always have some sort of backup just in case anything goes awry. Still, the merger is something that we are all hopeful for, and no amount of doubt can cast away the bright future ahead of Ethereum. And that is it for today's video. I hope you find this video informative and helpful. As always, if you did, please show us some love and support by giving this video a big thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. And make sure to keep your notifications on so you will be updated whenever we post new videos to all things related to crypto. This has been Diversified Streams. Thank you so much for tuning in, and see you in our next video.